To record subcontractors' measurements, log into Omni as a site supervisor. Go to Projects, Jobs, and choose the job dashboard of the job that you want to record the measurement for. From the left menu, click on the Work Orders link. These are the work orders that have been issued for the current job. The work order that has been approved, you can click on the measurements link for that work order. So in this case, we're going to try to create a measurement sheet for this work order number 27, which is been given to Winget Construction and is for subcontractors for labor. So let's click on this link to get the measurements. So this screen shows the existing measurements that have been recorded for this particular work order number 27. So right now we haven't created any measurements, so there's nothing here. Now for us to add one measurement, click on the Add button. These are the items that are there in the work order. So we had two items, one for unskilled labor, the other for skilled labor. So let's say we've recorded 5 days of unskilled labor. We enter 5 in the work done field and click on plus. And that got added here. Let's say for the skilled labor, we've entered 2 and we click on plus here. And that adds 2. So these are the measured items. So once we've taken the item from the work order, add a measurement to it, it goes into the measured items list. And this shows what the total quantity of work, total quantity in the work order. This is the work done in this measurement, and this is the total work done for this particular work item. Now, since this is the first measurement for this work order, the total work done is only the work done in this current measurement. Now, this particular work order has 2 items that are in units of days. So there's no real option of adding dimensions to this. But let's say that the measurement was in units such as square meters or cubic meters, then there was a way in which we could have added a dimension to this. So we'll take another work order which has units in square meters, and we'll try to add a dimension for that. For now, we'll take this measured item and save it. So let's add some notes to this. And click on save. If we wanted to, we could click here and add some kind of attachment to this. So let's add an attachment. And click on save. So typically this could be something like a photograph or maybe an Excel file with calculations. So we can download the attachment here and see that the file got uploaded. Yes, so this is the file that we had uploaded. So let's go back. Once we're done, we've uploaded all the attachments, added notes, etc. We can click on request approval to request it. One other field of note is the work done. So this is the date on which the work was done. By default, the current date is chosen. If you want to change it, just click here and change the date. So let's say we change the date to the 19th. And let's click on save. And then once we've saved that, we can click on request approval. So now the user with the appropriate authority has gotten a message telling him or her that there is a work order measurement that requires approval. So let's log back in as a portal user. Let's go to the My Approvals tab. And we see that a work order measurement requested by the site supervisor has been sent to the portal user for approval. So we can preview that. And this is the measurement. So this is the item. These are days. This is the total measured quantity and the measurement in this sheet. So this is okay. So let's approve it. And it got saved. So let's log back in as the site supervisor and view the measurement. And this is the work order measurement that the site supervisor had requested, and it's approved. So we can preview it. And this is when it was recorded, and this is when it was approved. When the measurement got approved and an accounting entry was posted into expense account. So let's view that accounting entry as well. So let's log back in as the portal admin user. Go to Finance, Vouchers, sort by the date. And this is the voucher that was created. Let's preview that. So these are the two subcontract expense accounts. So we'd put in unskilled labor and skilled labor based on the rates and the hours that and the days that we'd booked, and also the service tax at 14.5% that was part of the work order. So these are debited. So this is an expense account, and this is an asset account for service tax input, which can be used to offset the service tax payable. So this is the subcontractor work in progress. This is a liability account. So this is credited. Now this will be debited when a bill is presented by the subcontractor. So this is the voucher that was automatically created. Now, one last thing to show is how to enter dimensions for a particular measurement. So we'll log back in as a site supervisor. Go back to Project Jobs. Click on the View link. Now we're going to choose a work order which has items that can be recorded in terms of square meters or some unit that has dimensions. So let's choose this one. Click on Measurements. And let's add a new measurement sheet. So this particular item is a waterproofing item, and it is measured in terms of square meters. So the work order quantity was 890 square meters. Till date, 287.55 square meters has been done. So let's put 10 square meters here. So we've added that item into the measurement. Now let's click on this icon here, this magnifying glass, to put in the details of this measurement. So this is the measured quantity is 10 square meters because that is how much we've measured. So we'll choose a shape here. Now these are the shapes that have been defined in Omni to match the dimension square meter. So if the unit of measure is square meter, then by default these dimensions, these shapes will show up. So these are all shapes for areas. So similarly, let's say if the measured quantity was in cubic meter, the unit of measure was cubic meter, then instead of having rectangle, square, circle, etc., we'd probably have cube, cuboid, cylinder, sphere, pyramid, and so on. So for this particular thing, let's choose a rectangle. Click on rectangle and click on choose shape. So now there are two dimensions. There's a length and a width. So let's record 5 as the length. Click on the link here. And let's record 2 as the width and click on. So that's 5 into 2 and that matches 10. So let's copy to measurement. And let's close. So now we've recorded the measurement for this particular item, which as 10 square meters, and we've also recorded the dimensions of this. So let's save this. And let's go back to the list of measurements. So this is the measurement I just recorded. We can preview that measurement. And this is the measurement. So measurement in this sheet is 10 square meters. I can click on this and it shows the two dimensions of length and width that I had recorded, 5 and 2. So this is the measurement sheet that I've recorded for this particular work order.